Sets the football down AT&T Stadium. Whatever is the honors, and we are underway. Here we go, takes it. And that'll be a little too hot to handle. Get to the end zone for a touchback here. Touchdown. And the Redskins get the upper hand as they out with the first to this afternoon. It's now a 7-0 game. Airlines inside the line and kick this one away. Dangerous return shot here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a great response. You know, the first one game when you put money down yourself to get the Eagles. Playing in a game like that, where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, we'd be lucky to cross our goal. They cost it in the first minute of the game. First offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar that we just saw here. Richard Zimmerman. It's 7 down, they kick it away. And he looked to get to a trouble yard as he's down with the 18. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The partner, coach has always said that every play is behind this football touchdown. Makes it look really cool. People think that's success here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to the running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on third down. Here's going. He's going to hit the Lions
This is a reading defense. That's touchdowns up to the play. Get it up with your minds. This is man run the ball across the run. And they just executed that one really well.
There's gone.
He's got to be careful not to miss anything on the coverage right there. There really isn't any plays, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down with ball back up.
Here's second and 10. Throwing again, gets going. And the Cowboys pressure gets it this time. So now on the snap, the Lions need to come up with something here on the Now on third and long, they'll lift the throw. That's to Allen run 16. And now they go for the point. It's the fourth and inches. That's his fourth and 18. They go and snap it. He's been taken out for Williams. That's a concentration. And he takes it deep in the catch. Fourth down conversion play. He's usually playing 1-2 maybe sound on there. What a huge pick as the six make a drastic shift forward. Now the first kick here with a running back. And nothing. He's immediately takes up in the pass. What a difference between makes a huge step forward. That was staggering. He loses yards. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a start. Here's second and 1. Goff now.
Yes, it's a great consistency. Not so fast to a good drive. Did push to the end zone the last time.
On third down, call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Back to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's not able to get away. He just stopped well short of the first down. The Lions turn away on fourth down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Now the first carry from the former Titans. And he'll use his blockers to get this up to the 20. 80 yards on the kick out, but now some distance on second and short.
That will be first down, pickup of 8. Second and 2 is prime time. A little bit of a gamble. Go play action. Toss it bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it go first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the shotgun, that's Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now inside the 25. George Pickens. Touchdown. George Pickens.
Yes!
And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter. It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this is going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last touchdown that we see in this one. Moving out for the PAT.
It's up and good. 16-7 here in the first quarter. So after a touchdown, they keep this one away.
And beyond the 20, then one, two, three, to the right, to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They decided to get to the there and launch a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't recover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete. He's going out for Williams. And it's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, 78 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. Well, you know you can be explosive. He's going to be explosive and let it fly around. And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had the coaches back to us, well, you know something, and you execute really well, it's coming here now. And sometimes athleticism, they just keep it going, man. That's also one of your two. Just go forward, I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this way. Now increases just past the 30. And off to the races down the right side. He will take this one. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do. And others have egos and the players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him. I would do everything possible to keep him away. It's just when he gets to full steam, and he can full steam there. So now the other return teams out there trying to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll get a pass that's scored over 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off the next one. And the points they have come fast and furious in this quarter. You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball now, do you? Because you're thinking, my replacement may get a goal or two. Your head better be on the shot. Maybe I just need to get out of the game because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can change things. And this one, Lions first down, has got this inside the 34-yard line. The
The
Lions
Lions
with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with the first and 10.
Goff now looks to the throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got home and takes it down for a loss of 9.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll take the game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third.
And we see another picture transfer to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Now
Let's go.
he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Goff. Guys, this one complete. And he's going to grab the Lions first down. And they convert it in style. Big play on 4th and 1. To throw is Goff. He's got the punt to the end. It is out of bounds, but not before it's inside the 30. That record for Troy on the catch and shoot. Here's Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Oh, so they come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just is not good there this afternoon. Goff now looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about a lot of sequence of women putting together here? This is pretty this is one of those, and they're able to move it down.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 88 yards rushing for him. He's going to take the snap there. This first down. Second down, back to Gibbs. And he's going to take it in Jameer Gibbs with his second touchdown in his first half. And the Lions are extra play on even this one. Point after right down the middle. And we got a tie game here back and forth first half. The teams locked in for good here. 21 the score as the kicks it away. And able to take it past the 25 and down to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So both of these teams are coming off touchdowns now, but this offense is just trying to get on the sideline. You're telling yourself the truth. If you don't think this offense should have done right now, they just have to touchdown teams to try to drive double-digit plays. Then also found the end zone. Now they do something impressive. Prescott from the gun. NFL quarterbacks are on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition, practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be on pilot once the game starts. That would eliminate any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that football, did it?
No, a little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it will be incomplete. Nice back-to-back plays to
This guy will be down now. What a completion, two completions. They're going for more. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
This one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last time out, they had to march almost 4 away from the field for their touchdown. So here, it's easier to it's a 52 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here. He's in into 6. Point after try forthcoming. Now gone. Looking to change the play. And it's good. That makes it change. The kickoff team on the field now sends this one away. And now across the 20 to the 27. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to put a ball in their timeout. As they'll stop it with a tick up and a minute to go before half. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got this with Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Pickens. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are an extra 2 away from tying the ball game in the final minute of the first half. After nearly 30 minutes of football, touchdown puts us in a position where we make the extra point. Right back to even before we start the second half. He's got this. He's doing it wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to score. Tied at 28 as it chips away. And they'll be back to start he's taking it right around the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so it's enough to get a little bit of the field with those 2 tweets. That's what's going from third, but the Lions ends up with the lead. That's 2nd and 10. Now gone. And that'll fall incomplete. Just as he let that go. It's third down.
It's not too problem. That's up with it. One ended up with a touchdown. But incompletion on his first 2 throws. Hasn't enough. They try to get a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So
back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
He's going to launch this thing in the field. Well, he tries to force it, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape as they take over the 56-yard line. He's certainly been afraid to take some chances downfield.
It's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate. And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So there's an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far was pretty good. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Have a great start.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're going to try to make every possession count. There's a big shot there, but it winds up incomplete. Second and 10. Prescott to throw. it's caught downfield by Pickens. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have taken the lead in the final stages of the first half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Auburn out to the PAT. It's a good jump back ahead, 35-28. So not much to speak of related to this first half as the kids hit some away. And no chance to go. He's yet down at about the 17 line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball back away out, so thinking well, that's some amount of time on the probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go.
Thinking this situation, he's the side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get out of there.
Now it's on the signal for them. 10 seconds to go before halftime. He's going to get out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes the first game for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game with the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And there's going to tie the game before the touchdown. So barring the touchback, it's likely the final act of the half as the kickers will lead. Time for the break. Halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, tied on the scoreboard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. For the first half, fairly even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied Charles to the start of the third quarter. It seems to be something that goes it.
Certainly, I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches get it all the way down to team level. They're willing to spend it to the team. We're starting to red that show the game. It's all even. Let's go to CC. This is ours.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's all about the game plan. It's just a situation in different ways. They've got different sequences, but so far, it's really been a scheme, design, execution.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throw Prescott.
Inside the 20. That one goes 30 yards. Teams that have jumped up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Both defenses just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout. So the big play needs just like that. They'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here's the thing. You already broke down 3 points in your pocket. You force them to go and get an interception. You come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Now it's shotgun. 4 yards the game. Bring out the third down.
They need a switch over to that they hope to lose the chains.
And his touchdown Dallas. Dak Prescott, touchdown passes to the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead down the field, scoring a quick run. That's what you got your start out there, throwing the ball they did.
Coverage out there. He's so good. We're going there. We roll the ball anyway. And there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go down and gets it done. Auburn after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. It's a timeout here. So it looks like we get a and they shake it up. So after the touchdown, I'm going to kick this one to the right. And that one's not returnable. It's on the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be stuck up at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off the next run. And this game was almost scored at halftime. It was down 7, and the opening touchdown in the first quarter.
And they need to take a relaxing deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they're starting to feel like they're going to get a jab. They start to edge it, point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down before he works up past the 50. 19 yards. They're picking it up there. Push the chains.
Many sacks as this defense has. You can understand it. Michael will use their caution against that step. This is the game, and they're getting the first down.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 25. 12 yards for a first down. And when you're successful, you'll shoot sure and these screen passes, they become even difficult to stop. To the end. This is Clyde Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and first down. Another nice play there. Get down to the right side. That's what it's supposed to do. Get the job done. And now it's set up with a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up second down. As soon as the down began, he had to grab someone on the defensive side, point them, and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter of the tight football game as we come up to the second and 10.
From the gun, gives it good. And he snapped immediately. Play number 7 of this drive. It's a 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Gone. He's going to be sacked back to the 25-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney shows explosiveness in this set. This can be said about this pass rush. They've been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them. And how many times do we talk about the board there said sack because we're talking every offense that's done a good job. Let's be honest about the best whistle. This is the offensive line unable to counter the tackle. They've been teeing off all game long. As he throws, this is incomplete. The Lions turn away on 4th down.
And back to the court to turn on the down. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out, so it's our trenches to view another one started basically in a shift over there.
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving through the air. Secondary obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And then because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Prescott. He'll swing this down. Now he's loose. Snip it on. And it's a touchdown.
Perfectly on that play. And now the coach showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, cameras trying to look at that formation, and you wonder if they're absorbing that. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it.
And the lead now to 14. So after the touchdown, this was really hard. And he'll take it out to 25 and it's like 6 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
There's some stuff to go on for that because they moved the football CD and they try to go for it on 4th down deep in the road by the way to get the station in it.
This series determined what not to happen again. They don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They make sure they get it with the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, get the determination and attack.
So here's a
First and 10 at the 38.
Trying
On the left side,
and that'll hurt the average a bit.
it's this time we're going to get
To the wrong direction there, brings up 2nd down. Gone. His throw incomplete.
Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense.
extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 45 yards. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cowboys 49, Lions 42.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cowboys get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 56, Lions 42. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
2 for 66.
Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Williams. A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
Prescott now from the 50. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've done it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
This is 2nd and 8.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Still going inside the 20.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of the best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Goff throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
from 13 yards out.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Goff looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They go with blue between the tackles.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jaden Blue
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Like 20.
Here's Goff. Gets this to Ferguson, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is gone. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first down.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. 63 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Marcus Davenport. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 43-yard line.
What do you think?
They go again with Blue. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 70, Lions 48.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Jacob Sailors now on the return. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing
Come on, bro. You ain't going to keep bombing me out like that. I want to do that. I ain't got nobody on the personnel that can stick with that motherfucker. Too fucking fast.
But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shit. It's too easy. Too easy.
Yeah, there we go. What do you think?
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
points away. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
The fuck?
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Ford Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air. Here is Goff. And his first look is incomplete.
Intended for Jameer. That certainly could be a sign of things to come, because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Super one. By 20.
Now Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit! Jameer Gibbs, 65 yards. And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
The kicker on.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0.
Lions 7, Steelers nothing.
this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Clemson product, T.J. Reader, got in for the sack.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw, Goff. To the left side, he finds Tesslaw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Isaac Tesslaw, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. A gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Warren will try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st.
At the 25-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they're trying to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they're going to hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air again. Goff. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
By T.J. Watt. A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Goff now to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 45 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Steelers nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
12. We go.
Here's Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Hey, lift.
Now Goff. Now he's going to step up, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Obama.
Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
28. Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Gain of 17.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
To throw is Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
It's the score, Lions 28, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead can... Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this one is going to
Ref!
be the mark too far out in front.
Fuck you at, man?
First down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 20-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so he leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man, that's the tight end.
Son of a bitch!
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you will actually make a good percentage. In this case, analytics just want to head out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's gone. The short throw is going to be pulled in by Fultz. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. A touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense had understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least in the field goal range and try to get free to add on even more to their lead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get a out of that completion. And they'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. To throw is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. And a big gain on his side, so he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you don't allow yourself. You don't book it in, and all of a sudden it's off the ground. A surprise to all.
There's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So fourth down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for time after time. They haven't put it yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. A final shot before break here. Gone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw down on the final play. He's going to throw one for the end zone. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll have it past midfield, close to the 40 before being taken down. So the ball goes into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Now he'll take this and run. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this here inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
26.
Rodgers to throw once more. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Throw left side here, hold in by the time he works it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And a 1st down. Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, is going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing again is Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Goff to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured maybe the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And Trellin, he'll go down back at the 12. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys give the goods. And they'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Goff on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Ferguson from 10 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return here all the way across the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just settles for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before and take it back to it.
Give her 30 yards there. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this whole back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf.
The hell wrong with you?
Moving the ball down the field. They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Oh, shit.
Now to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Some
The
bullshit.
celebration, we'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count, they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone.
They'll try again now on second and goal, this time from a bit closer.
Hey, take 26, take 30. Hey, 88.
Now it's Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. And some jobs staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop inside the red zone. Every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Rodgers now on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as our guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one is over a long time now.
And he'll have it past midfield close to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on a catch and run. 37 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
We're good.
Goff now throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Tell you what, Marty, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for the baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. One thing we've learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they did get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, don't you?
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Keanu Benton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Goff now looking to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short like maybe a foot. Maybe call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he had a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the They didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Gibbs not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go to a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Defense really slowed down there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And fall incomplete. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, here's Goff. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was just add on to their big lead.
Lions 49, Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
And what was always it's about when you want to win the most important program. They do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over. I think trying to reset things starting to run.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out and counter too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Now Rodgers, a free play. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw it forward. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Yeah.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use it at this point. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
18-yard line.
180. We go. 76. 76. Court out.
Throwing now, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Going after right down the middle. And that's what it was a little while ago as they ran out of that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Steelers.
So it's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board. That return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
56. Steelers 28.
Yeah.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field with the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers, aren't
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Goff with a throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now the try here for the point after. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out. And they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So that flag will set them back 5 yards. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. Now this one was a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Steelers 28.
Here are the Lions now as they let up and kick this one away.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, lines up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to